Hey everybody, Nick here, and today it brings me great joy to be able to kick off my next charitable giveaway in support of domestic violence shelters. So there are many great causes in the world to support, and certainly everybody has, and anybody who's doing any kind of helping of anybody right now, it's a win in my book. We got to stick together now more than ever, and oh boy. But the thing is, it's been a really tough year for victims of domestic violence as well as for domestic violence shelters. Because think about it this way: you're stuck at home. Imagine being stuck at home in a home that isn't safe. That's really bad. Or imagine trying to leave that home. If you're in a situation where you're in danger, your children are in danger, or it's just a terrible place, imagine trying to leave in a time when everybody's doors are closed and sealed due to this damn pandemic. Imagine trying to run a shelter, having people who are depending on you at their most vulnerable times of transition in their life, and realizing that a lot of the donors that you've always had, things might be a little tight for them too. It's a really, really tough time for domestic violence shelters, and if there's anything I can do to help them out right now, that's a win, because it's a cause that's near and dear to my heart. So here's what we're going to do. This is going to work a lot like my prior giveaways like this. But the way that you enter this whole thing is that, and it's basically going to look like a raffle, right? You enter it, and then you get picked for one of the prizes. But the way that you enter it is you make a donation of $20 or more directly to your local domestic violence shelter. And I mean directly. Give them money. Do not send me money. I do not want your money in all this. I mean, feel free to send me money, but not for this charitable event, right? Let's keep those things separate. But if you're not sure what your local shelter is, you should find out. Because even if you're not involved with this, it's a good idea to know who that is, to know where to send somebody, because you never know when you're going to get a call from a friend, a family member, or a coworker who's looking for a place to go. And, you can be that's good knowledge to have. But anyways, find your shelter online and make a donation of $20 or more directly to them. If for some reason you can't identify your local shelter, or there is no local shelter, you can either donate to another one in a nearby area or donate directly to the hotline.org, the National Domestic Violence Hotline. They do amazing work, and they're there for people, again, in these times of need. I will not be accepting any other kinds of charitable donations. Every year I get people, but my cause is, and that's fine, and it's great that you're supporting any cause, but for this purposes, I want to help out this particular group of people. And again, one more time, do not send me money for this. Make your donations directly to the charity. That way there's not a middleman. That way no one can say, he's skimming off the top. No, this just send directly to them. Then, once you've made that donation, send the receipt to charity@nickshabazz.com. It's like charity stuff rather than like some chick named Charity. Charity@nickshabazz.com. That'll go into a special inbox, and I'll get all of these things right there together. And send the receipt email sent by the shelter. In most cases, you'll get a thank you for your donation thing. In some cases, you might only get, for instance, a PayPal receipt, and that's fine too. But nonetheless, email your donation receipt. Then finally, importantly, register your donation in this Google form below. I've got the address here, and I'll also put it in the description of the video as a clickable link. But put your information in there. Provide your shipping address there, and put your shipping address on one line, please. Google Forms has a habit of truncating multiple line kinds of data. But anyways, you'll put all your information there, and that'll tell me, along with your receipt, how much you donated, and basically it'll give me a way to very easily do this raffle. And you will then be put into the list for the giveaway, and everybody will have the same chance to win. There is actually one exception, though. One of these knives, the CKF Satori 2.0, has been earmarked such that the single largest donation made by anybody as a single lump sum, not like 15 donations over the course of a week, but the largest lump sum donation will win the Satori. And no, I'm not going to share the largest amount. Game theory? In my giveaway? It's more likely than you think. Anyways, so the largest donation will win that, but everybody has a chance to win any of these knives here. That's the only time where your donation size matters. And then I will pick the winners on Wednesday, September 2nd at 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm going to use random.org's certified draw service. Again, that way you can confirm that your stuff was on there and everything is above board. I'm not just giving these away to my buddies or something like that. So, although hopefully some of my buddies enter and win, that'd be cool too. But that ain't on me, that's on them. But anyways, so that's how this works. You make the donation directly to the shelter, you email the receipt, you send in that form, and then that puts you on the list. And then I'll draw those winners in about a week on September 2nd. Couple of rules and regulations. U.S. addresses only, please. Just because I'm paying enough on shipping here and international shipping with customs, this is already 2 days of my life, right? All entrants must be over 18 years of age. All gear must be legal to own where you live. There's nothing super controversial on there, so, oh no, I can't have a flashlight, but still, that's a thing. Donations made after 9 a.m. on that day won't count because I got to have time to draw the thing. You will get whatever prize is drawn for you. So I don't want to hear like dibs, oh, I only want the Olympic or something like that. You'll get whatever is sent to you, and if you don't love it, give it to somebody else. Pay it forward, no problem. I will confirm winning donations with the shelters, so don't be sleazy. I will draw 6 backup spots just in case there are problems. If somebody sends me the wrong address or something, or I'm sorry, they don't submit the form, they don't send the address or something like that, I'll just move to one of the backup persons. Each person can only win once, so that way, the most things go around, so to speak. I'm just going to cover the shipping costs out of pocket. It's going to be a bunch of money, but still, I'll just do USPS priority, and I'm hoping to ship things out the next day. And then I'm not going to send tracking to everybody by default, because that's a lot of emails, right? But ping me if you need your tracking number because, I don't know, your USPS is weird, or if you don't end up getting your package after a few days, I'm happy to send them along, but I just don't want to write out the 50-some-odd emails, right? And then finally, the most important rule of this and any online giveaway is that you're not allowed to complain about the procedure by which I give you all free stuff. Seriously, please don't be that person. So I know what you're thinking. Okay, Nick, that sounds great. I want to make my donation because I'm a good person, and hey, I might win some cool gear. Well, what's the gear? Oh boy, do I have some gear for you. Right here, I have some gear for you. We'll start off with our highest value item here. This is the Lambic knives, or Lambic cutlery, that is, whippersnapper, with the Warncliffe blade shape, with a beautiful crumbled mammoth bark inlay sort of thing in here, with a frosty finish of some variety or another, 20 CV blade. This is an amazing knife. You can get more details of it in my review of the whippersnapper, but this was donated directly by Lambic for charitable review and charitable giveaway, and that's just amazing of them. This is the CKF Satori 2.0, really cool knife. Got the full review up of it already, and absolutely great. This is the Dutch Blade Works Xerxes. This is a knife that is really substantially cool, that is cool in a bunch of different ways, and check my review, but this is an absolute gem, and I'm a big fan of it, and I'm kind of sorry to see it go, but it's still pretty nice. Quiet carry waypoint. This is a good knife. This is a real good knife. In fact, this is a knife you might be hearing about towards the end of the year a little bit. Oops, spoiler alert, it's good. But nonetheless, I didn't say it won, I just said it's really good. But this is another really great point, and this is, by the way, this is $640, 375, $700, about $295. The CRKT Panache, one of their higher end items here. This is a part of a limited edition for you. The BRS Evolve Eon, which is a really cool design, a full integral knife, which is awesome. Thuya Knives Hive. Cool looking knife. The CRKT Crossbones in titanium. The titanium crossbones here. This was yet another limited edition, and these are actually, they're getting a little harder to find these days. Benchmade Saibu, the Alliance Design Scout, the Summit Titanium Half Dome, and the QSP Kylan. But the thing is, I mean, that's great. That's a good chunk of change, but that's not all. In fact, I would have run out of time to tell you about all of the items I have in today's giveaway. So I've got my fabulous prize list right here. These ones we've already seen. These are the highest ticket sort of items. But I have so much more for you. I've got a Quiet Carry IQ in black. I got an Artisan Orthodox in titanium, blue anodized, Spyderco Parada, CRKT, titanium tuna. That's a lot of T's involved there. Monterey Bay Knives EWC 1.0, their original version. The Concept Knives Warrior, Summit Half Dome, Min Micarta, Spyderco Siren, Mantra 3 and Yo Jumbo, the Doug Ritter RSK Mark 1, Surefire Fire Pack, Spyderco Sage 5 Lightweight, We Knives Banter, UKPK and S110V Steel, the Artisan Kinetic Tool, that's that fancy, funky flip balisong with an automatic thing in there, but it's not a knife, so it's weird. Anyways, Cricket Slacker, Steel Wheel Scylla, the Indiana Knives Real Steel Metamorph. This is their fancy edition. It's a great edition. Blue G10 and everything like that. Spyderco Emphasis, Cricket Overland, QSP Penguin and Parrot, Civivi Chronic, Cricket Montosa, Thuya Knives Bruiser, Cricket Theros. That's the CRKT version of the Militorin. Actually, it's a surprisingly good knife. CRKT Tuna, the CJRB Kicker, Ontario Shikra, Benchmade, their sharpening tool that they did collaborating with Workshop, the Cricket CEO, Pylodge, Sketch in Steel, the Inara camera, the Gerber Armbar Drive, CRKT Techliner, the Gerber Highbrow, and the Artisan Knives Biome Slip Joint. And I want to put a little bit of special thanks out there to our largest donors. The people who have donated the most gear here are CRKT with $1,100 worth of gear. That's amazing of them. Spyderco with $880 worth of gear. Alamic with this $700 one-of-a-kind whippersnapper. The CKF with the Satori 2.0, and then Quiet Carry donating a whole bunch of gear here. Give them your thanks, not just by saying, hey, thanks, Cricket, but by giving them a follow, by giving them some love. Consider supporting these companies. They're doing great things here. But anyways, all of that is what is available here. So one more time, with feeling, make your donation directly to your shelter. Do not send me money. Email the receipt to charity@nickshabazz.com. Register your donation on the Google form, and then you sit back and you wait till Wednesday, September 2nd, when you will find out whether or not you have won, and then hopefully your item will arrive to you safely via the US or the PS in about, well, who knows, 3 to 4 days. Although, anyways, moving along. Hope this has been interesting to you. Let's try and raise some great money here. This is a time, last time we raised a bunch of money, but I think we can do way better this time. By the way, did I mention the total here? $7,565 worth of prizes. This is insane. So let's go ahead and let's raise a bunch of money. Let's help a lot of people in need, and let's make this even awesomer than any of them before. The last charitable giveaway was insane, and this one's going to be way better. So there you go. Hope this has been interesting to you. Please open your wallets, open your hearts, so to speak. And most of all, have yourselves an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.